Okay, we're going to do a quick lesson with the Korg D3200 on mixer and recording automation. How to get to it, how to do it, and utilize it at its best. So say you're in a song, you got a song pulled up, it's playing, ready to go, and you want to get some mixer automation going so your final mix down is easier. So what you want to do is hit the pan knob, and that's going to bring up all your faders and sliders and your pans. So then you're going to want to scroll over to the mixer automation tab, and here's where your options lie and where the confusion can come in. Right off the bat, up here in the corner, you've got on automation, it says, and then on play. You want to change your automation to where it says on record. So then over here on your channel or track icons, you'll have either play button symbols, which means that it's playing back your automation, or you'll have record button symbols, which means that it's recording what you're doing to that track at the particular time. Now the other options come into you got pan, you got fader, you got expression, and you got channel on, which what that is for is if you have a large section in a track that has no audio in it, you would just turn that off. So it keeps the recording cleaner, it keeps the memory, and your hard drive, it leaves more memory in the hard drive because there's nothing on that track at that time. And then you've got your send choice to add in your effects, delays, reverbs, whatever, compression, backwards effects and things like that. I would highly recommend starting off with pan because that's nice and simple, or fader. And so you would want to click your pan or fader and make sure that the automation is on record, and you want to be in overwrite mode. So then you would just start to play your piece of music, and as things come up that you want adjusted, you adjust them, and on the channels that you have or tracks that you have selected, by clicking on the play button to turn it into a record button, as long as the automation is on and in record mode and you have the fader option selected, then everything that you do with the faders that are selected in the record mode will be recorded, and you won't have to do that again. So then you can continue on to pan. If you have things to pan to the left and right, which you do up here in the matrix, you can move on to pan, and it will record your pan. It will record your pan actions. Don't forget to come back and set the automation to record again, and then turn the channels that you want to record your pan on from play to record, and then click pan. And as you're doing that, you'll see the fader recordings that you previously did showing up if you click pan. So like at the beginning of this piece here, you'll see I've already got mixer automation going on. You'll see faders sliding up and down, 6 and 7. So you can see channel 7 right there just went up and down, and you had some panning going on in here, and you've got some panning going on with the keyboard sounds. So yeah, that in a quick lesson is your mixer automation. It's actually quite simple. You just need to make sure that you hit your pan knob, scroll over to automation, and make sure it's on record and in the overwrite mode, and whatever you want it to record at the time, your pan, your fader, your expression, whether the channel's on or not, and your effects. You just have this selected. You can't select them all at the same time. You can only do one at a time. So you will have to listen to your piece of artwork more than once for the mixer automation. But that's a good thing, because you can, get other creative ideas for the piece or find small mistakes that you didn't hear before. So that, in a nutshell, is mixer automation with the Korg D3200. In my next video, I'm going to get into channel pairing and grouping, and how that can kind of affect the automation and confuse things. So you just need to make sure that your panel pairing and grouping is not linked into your automation, and you're good to go. We'll cover that in the next video, and thank you for watching. I hope this helps.